Hello everyone, I'm Krasi and this is my astrology day by day. I will be giving you a brief overview of the week to come, what are the most important celestial configurations, and also we'll be looking at each of the 7 days of the week, what to do, what not to do, according to the aspects on the sky and the path of the moon, of course, because this is so important. And then because it is really wonderful to live in harmony with nature, usually I'm telling you which is the color of the day, which are the stones, the foods. I will give you a bit more details about the foods of the every planetary day, because this is, I think, very interesting and very appropriate. And also just to tell you what I found very beautiful words of the master being Saturn. You know, in the early 19th century, he created the White Brotherhood, which is esoteric Christianity brotherhood school, and he was the one who was introducing the era of Aquarius to us. So he's saying actually that if we want, because Monday is ruled by the moon, so he's saying if we want to develop our imagination, we need then to eat foods which are ruled by the moon, which are under the energetic influences of the moon. If we want to receive energy, if we're lacking energy, then we need to eat foods which are ruled by Mars, because Mars is ruling Tuesday, and the foods which are growing under the energies of Mars will give us energies. Then on Wednesday, because Wednesday is ruled by Mercury, is appropriate to eat foods which are ruled by Mercury, because if we want to develop better our intellectual capabilities, if we want to support our faith in God, to increase, to improve our connection with God, our faith, we need to eat foods on Thursday which are ruled by Jupiter. And not only on Thursday, but in general, but this is even more powerful when it's happening on every planetary day. If we want to increase our love to God, or in general our joy, we need to eat foods ruled by Venus. And the day of Venus is Friday. If we want to improve our discipline, then we need to eat foods which are ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the day is ruling the Saturday. And if we want to improve our health, energy, we need, and again it has to do with connection, our improving connection with God, we need to eat foods which are ruled by the sun, and the sun is ruling Sunday. So these are just the words of the master being Saturn. And when I give you the description of each of the 7 days, I will be telling you more about that because it's so interesting. So what is happening this week, which is starting from on Monday, 27th of September, another very, very interesting week, because we do live in interesting times. We do have good celestial event, one that I consider very good. Venus is, this is happening actually on, I think on Monday already. Yeah, on Monday, Tuesday, Venus is entering sidereal Leo, astronomical Leo. This is very important because probably if you saw my last analysis of the path of Venus and the transit of Venus in Cancer, you heard in my analysis that actually Venus has no particular dignities in Cancer, and she's weak there, and she's not really denoting us the most expected and wanted, desired by each one of us, joy. Because Venus is this, she brings the blessing in a very joyful and beautiful way. So we, for this 1 month, the whole September, she was not very strong to give us what we really want. But now, for 1 month, counted for from 29th of 28th of September until end of October, she will be in Leo, and there she's really good and powerful. And I have separate video about this. Watch it if you like, because Venus, when a morning star, as she is now, and she's entering Leo as a morning star, has particular powerful dignities and rulership over Leo. In the ancient Babylonian mythology, she was depicted always with a lion, not Aphrodite, not the evening Venus, the morning Venus. She was depicted with a lion. Venus, as a morning star, is having particular powerful rulership over the lion. This is her animal. I even remember that I think it was like 3 years ago. The most powerful and potent talismans I made were while Venus was in Leo, and this will be the second time that I'll be making such talismans on the 1st of October. So you may visit my website where there is enough information on my talismans and also the elections of how I make them. So yes, this will be brilliant for us because she's strong here and she will be capable again to denote wisdom, because Athena Pallas, Venus morning star, Inanna from Uruk, is very wise, very lofty, generous, gives us joy, blessing, abundance. This is Venus in Leo. So this is the good celestial event of this week. I already feel the energies of Venus approaching Leo. This is really beautiful. Try to connect with her. Welcome Venus on the morning sky, and you will see and experience her energies. Okay, the next celestial event of huge importance is that on Wednesday this week, Saturn becomes direct. This is good. I know that there are different schools, different opinions, also among the ancient authors, ancient scripts, which analyze the retrograde motion of Saturn as something good. I'm really not sure, because it's not only up to Saturn being retrograde or not to analyze, to discover whether he is good or not. It has to do with many other additional factors, but I do think that when he's direct, he's better, because he will be faster. The karmic lessons that he will be bringing us will be evident, straightforward. We know what is happening. We know what is he expecting from us. While when he was retrograde, we didn't know what is happening. We didn't know what the matrix is cooking for us. For sure, we could guess, but we were not sure. Well, now things will be clearing out, and you will see that. And even more clear will be when Jupiter joins Saturn and they create this conjunction, which will be of super importance. But I will say this in another video. So this is the other very important celestial events. And yes, there are many other things, but this is what is happening this week. And also this week, actually, towards the end of the week, Mars, I think it's on 1st of October, Mars will leave sidereal Cancer, sidereal Aries, and will enter sidereal Pisces in his retrograde motion. While retrograde, he will enter sidereal Pisces, and he will there. This is from one side good, because he will not be squaring Saturn anymore like what he's doing now, and he's creating many dangerous situations, not only on the sky but on Earth. Saturn and Mars in a square is something very difficult, and now Mars is going back to sidereal Pisces, and it's over with this square. However, from Pisces he will be squaring Jupiter, but this is less dangerous than when he is squaring Saturn. And also in Pisces he will be unpredictable and a bit unclear, unpredictable, biting. But you can remember in the summer he was in Pisces and what he brought us. I have another video too on the path of Mars and everything. All this information is available separately on the movements of the planets on my channel. So let's look at the 7 days of the week and what are they bringing us. What will be the the experiences. Now Monday is ruled by the moon, and on Monday 27th of September, 9th lunar day of the month Tishrit, the most important month, which is the month of the autumn equinox. So this month is very important. Whatever is happening in the beginning of this month, which started 9 days ago, because it's the 9th lunar day, this is showing how the next 6 months will be looking like. So this month is important. So the moon is appearing on 27th of September, 9th lunar day, on a very interesting place, just between the horns of celestial Capricorn. This is, for one, clairvoyant place. People who have such placement in their horoscopes are very intuitive, very clairvoyant. They have amazing spiritual experiences. But on the other hand, these are horns. Horns are about power and about imposing power on people. And then on this very moment, Mars is squaring, so there will be again kind of conflicts will arise. People will be again protesting, and the governments will try to keep on the attempts of manipulating and imposing power. However, the day is ruled by the moon, and the moon is in her fallen detriment position. So this day is not appropriate for new beginnings, not very good for surgical interventions because of the Mars and Saturn square. Also, you may travel, but well, it is a square by Mercury. This could be a travel that will be, it's not good. The day is not appropriate for traveling, because also Mars is making opposition to Mercury. The situation is not harmonious on the sky. It's a T-square on the sky, which is a bit tense, dangerous. It is good for spiritual practices. It is good for because the moon is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Capricorn is a sign of structure, organization. It is good to study, to finish organizing things, to finish organizing studies, for exactly for organizing businesses, studies. For this is okay. Also for sharing your knowledge with others, for studying, for investigating or researching the ancient history, the occult, esoteric knowledge and sciences. For this, the day is very appropriate for organizing your work and your activities, but really carefully with traveling, and not appropriate for new beginnings. And because it's so good to stay in harmony with nature, the master being Sadhunu is advising on which food is good for us on this day, if we want to maintain our imagination and also intuition, of course. Some of the foods that I will be listing are not having the color of the moon. Doesn't matter, they're still under the rulership of the moon. Or some food items you will hear to be ruled by another planet. This is also very normal, because many vegetables or fruits, for example, have mixed rulership. So this is another thing. So what is he saying is that on Monday, the day of the moon, he is advising to eat more green foods: dock, quinoa, green beans, salads of all kinds, cucumber, cabbage, corn. The corn has mixed rulership, so you can hear it existing in many other rulerships of planets. So this is about Monday. Also, on this day, the gemstones could be pearl, larimar, aquamarine, when blue, amethyst partially ruled by the moon too. The quartz, the mountain clear quartz, is ruled by the moon too. So this is about Monday, the 9th lunar day. And now Tuesday, 28th of September, 10th lunar day, and the moon is conjoined stars, which are a bit challenging, which are in the last degrees of Capricorn. So yes, this is another day which is not very harmonious to travel. Also not harmonious for medical and surgical interventions. New beginnings not, but to organize our activities, to organize businesses, studies, projects, to organize complete things. The day is really good. Now, on this day, still Venus is in the last degrees, making opposition to the moon can make us very sensitive in our private lives. So it's good to be patient and intuitive with our partners. This is also one thing. And yes, we have to be careful when traveling. Also, this day is a bit dangerous. And because it's Tuesday and it's ruled by Mars, the master being Sadhunu is listing the following foods which will make us have more energies because they're ruled by Mars. So red and hot foods, tomatoes, red peppers, not green because the greens have another rulership, radishes, onions, garlics, horseradish, white radish, and maybe spinach. He's saying maybe, but spinach, because spinach can also have it has mixed rulership also of the moon. Gemstones, red garnet, red coral, red ruby. Ruby has also mixed rulership, but also can be helpful if we like to get energy and to feel strong in general. And now let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, excuse me. Oops, sorry. All right, the day is ruled by Mercury. The moon is still waxing, and the moon is in very special sacred degrees of Aquarius, brilliant for spiritual work, work for maintaining our intuition, intellectual work, also because the day is ruled by Mercury. And also, as the master being Sadhunu is saying, if we want to maintain our intellectual capabilities, we need to eat foods of Wednesday and of Mercury. And if we do this on Wednesday, even better. So on this day, still careful when driving. Mars is just about to enter Pisces, but he's still on Wednesday, 30th of September, he's still in Aries. So, and retrograde and a bit difficult, exactly squaring Saturn. This day is very disharmonious, could be dangerous even. Yeah, this is fact. And yes, also, they are wonderful for intellectual work, studies, even sharing your knowledge with others, organizing your work, applying creativity. This is wonderful. To travel carefully. Medical interventions, if not invasive, but I would avoid even this. I would avoid. This is about Wednesday. This week is not very harmonious indeed, but Venus is already in Leo, and she's a bit more helpful. And this is about Wednesday, day ruled by Mercury, Hermes, day of knowledge, day for people who do intellectual work, people who work with speech and writing. And on this day, we can wear emeralds as a gemstone, green or yellow colors. And also, the foods which the Master Being Sadhunu is listing are carrots, pears, lemons, melons, the yellow melons, not the watermelons, peaches. Yes, they belong also to other planets, but this is because of the mixed rulership. So this is about Wednesday. And then Thursday, 31st of September. I think I mixed the date, but you can follow the days of the week. They're correct. I'm sorry. So it is the day still of a waxing moon, Thursday of the coming week, and Thursday would be already 1st of October. And on the 1st of October, Venus is already in Leo, approaching the heart of the lion, beautiful degrees, And actually the day is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is direct in Sagittarius. This is good. Saturn is already direct. Good news. Things will become more clear for us, but still on Thursday, the square between Saturn and Mars is a fact. Exact square. Saturn is in the first degree of Capricorn. Mars is in the first degree of Aries. Two very strong, and this is aspect of danger. We need to be careful, especially people who have Capricorn rising or Aries rising or moon there. We just need to be careful. For the day is really very good for spiritual work of empathy, helping others, teaching others. This is a very good day because the moon is in the second degrees of Pisces, and also day is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is ruling Pisces. So this is a very good day to help others, to think about our collective mind, collective society. This is the era of Aquarius, collective era. And then, because the day is ruled by Jupiter, the right gemstone is yellow sapphire, citrine. We can wear off-white, yellow, light orange. And the food of Jupiter, which the master being Saturn is listing, the foods are potatoes, pumpkin, okra, and the dairy products. You say that they belong to Taurus, to the moon. Yes, also. Yes, be careful when driving. Medical interventions really not on this day, unless they're really not invasive. Such is this week. Next week will be better. And then we're having Friday, 2nd of October, the full moon. And the full moon is interesting. The full moon is taking place in sidereal, in the axis of Pisces and Virgo. And there is no affliction of the moon, and this is very good. No, Jupiter is creating a square, but this is not affliction. And I think that this full moon will be like triggering an additional wave of this awakening, of the great awakening, which is taking place now. So I see this full moon as something great, as triggering the awakening. More people will be searching for the truth, because this is what Jupiter is representing, and he is now direct in Sagittarius. So this is something good. It's like now we need to be now people will be, we need to see the truth finally, those that are not awakened yet. And this will be for for those that already know. It will be great for enhancing their intuition, really great for supporting their intuition. This is a very interesting, very nice full moon, which will take place on 2nd of October, Friday, day ruled by Venus. And Venus is so powerful, so good in Leo, really beautiful. Venus in Leo, only 1 degree away from the heart of the lion, but she's already exchanging energies with the heart of the lion. Also, day of courage, of course. Venus and Mercury are forming sextile. Very nice in terms of creativity, having the muse to create. To learn, because Leo is a sign which is a lot about knowledge. And because they is ruled by Venus, some beauty procedures we can do. Mars is already out of Aries. He's not making this exact square to Saturn. This is good. Some medical interventions, if not invasive, you can do, because the full moon is never good for medical interventions if invasive, but beauty procedures, absolutely you may do. Travel better. Now you can already travel. New beginnings on a full moon, probably not, but if you because this day is so important, if you devote the day to learning, to doing spiritual practices to enhance your intuition, you have great results for sure. And because the day is ruled by Venus, the gemstones would be white or pink diamonds, tourmaline, pink quartz, And the food which the Master Beings Dunu is advising on the day of Venus, Friday, food ruled by Venus, if we want to support our love to the Creator and also sense of joy, the food he's listing the foods he's listing are peas, sesame seeds, apples, prunes, cherries, sour cherries even, strawberries and raspberries. This is so interesting. And let's look at Saturday, 3rd of October, 15th lunar day, and the moon is already waning. And this day is not harmonious. Saturday, moon is approaching, applying to aspect with Mars. Moon conjoined the retrograde Mars. This harmonious day could play, but not a good role on people's emotions, can bring some instabilities. And this is not harmonious day, not good for surgical interventions, even though the moon is waning. To negotiate, not. You can travel, but be very careful. Actually, I wouldn't travel on this day if I can choose not to, because sometimes we have to. But on the days when we say it's not appropriate to travel, and you have to, just listen to your intuition, do very good preparatory work, try to, just when you're well prepared, when you pray, when you ask your angels and the guardian angel to guard you, you will be on the safe side. Just be sure that you're listening to your intuition, and this is the most important. So Saturday ruled by Saturn, not very harmonious day, but again, when you do a work for studying, helping others, enhancing your intuition, this is what we can do, because really moon approaching conjunction with Mars, who is retrograde and unpredictable in Pisces, I would say we need to be careful on that day, really careful. Also, when it comes to communication with people, it's good not to get involved into conflicts. When it is about communication with the people that we love, with romantic partners, also we may get too emotional. So also we need to be diplomatic. So Saturday is ruled by Saturn, and on this day is appropriate to wear black, dark blue. And if we want to maintain our discipline, the Master Being Sadhunu is saying, focus on nuts, walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts. In addition, chestnuts, dried fruits, ripe beans, eggplants, coffee, and cacao or cocoa are also suitable. This is for the Saturday. And then Sunday, the day is ruled by the sun, 4th of October, 16th lunar day of the waning moon. The moon is already away from the conjunction with Mars. This is very good. But then she receives the square from Saturn. So again, a day of attention. Such is this week. Next week will be better. But yes, the moon is receiving square from Saturn, and this would say that on these days, since Saturn is so influential, it is really good to do day of finalizing things, organizing, structuring our activities, making our plans and schedules. This is important. And because it is a day of the sun, nothing is more important than welcoming the sun in the morning and having our prayer of gratitude. And it's really to welcome the sun in the morning is amazing experience, which is not we shouldn't do this only on a Sunday, but Sunday is the day of the sun. So on this day, medical interventions with this square moon Saturn, not very appropriate. Beauty procedures, I would say, not very appropriate. To travel, we may, but again, carefully with good preparatory work and listen to your intuition. And because the day is ruled by the sun, the gemstone could be garnet, red garnet, ruby. All stones which I'm listing should be untreated, unheated by no means. And then on Sunday, the Master Prince Sudunu is advising, if we want to get good energies, get wisdom, connect with God, the day of the sun is Sunday, so we can eat lentils, rice, grapes, oranges, tangerines, mandarins, apricots. So this is what he's advising for Sunday. So with this, I'm completing my analysis for the week. I know it was not very optimistic, but you know, we have such weeks. Next week, I'm sure will be better. And yes, see you next week. See you soon.